What's going on, guys? Ryan Weber. Today, we're going to be talking about meal prep for muscle. How do you do it? How to start? What you need? And we're going to get right into it. So stay tuned. Keep your butt in that seat. This is going to help. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Okay, Ryan Weber, your host with Ryan Weber Training. Today's video, I'm going to get right to the point. We're going to be talking about meal prep for muscle. It's something I get asked about all the time, and after hearing some feedback about the videos that I've been putting out, something else I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to start editing and throwing some more words and things up on the screen, so it's going to be easier for you guys to take some notes. Now, it's going to make me go a little bit longer to edit videos, but I think it's going to be worth it, and I'm listening to what you guys are saying as far as the feedback, so I do appreciate that. So let's go ahead and get right into what you actually need to start. So we have a caloric surplus versus a caloric deficit. Now, if you want to gain lean muscle mass, you want to be in a caloric surplus, which basically means you want to eat more calories, take in more calories than your body is actually burning. Now, if you want to build muscle mass, I'm imagining, this is crazy, that you're probably already working out. So you want to make sure you have a good workout plan. If you guys are lacking any ideas for working out, go ahead and check out ryanweber.com. I've got some great ideas up there for you. Also have some programs. You can check them out. It's going to support you in reaching your goals. If you want to look for some other free resources, you guys can check out Facebook, Instagram. I'm posting stuff all the time. Or, you know what, the internet is just a world of information. I'm sure you can find something out there somewhere at some point to support you with your guys' goals and give you a different take on all these things. But all right, I digress. So, build muscle. You want to be in a caloric surplus. You want to make sure you're working out. These are just some simple things that you want to do. Now, some guys say, okay, I want to build muscle. I'm going to do a bulk. Should I do a dirty bulk or a clean bulk? Oh yeah. Okay, listen. Dirty bulk versus clean bulk. Put all that stuff, just throw it out of your head. Basically, I just want you to eat more calories. Now, the calorie does make a difference. If you're eating boxes of Twinkies and thinking you're going to gain a whole bunch of quality muscle mass, you're not going to. You're going to gain extra fat and water. When you go into a shred, you're going to lose a lot of that quality gain or supposedly gain that you thought you had. So you want to make sure you're choosing good foods. And I'm actually going to give you guys a full example, a day eating of everything you can do to map it out so it takes all the guesswork out of it for you, okay? All this for free. You guys, that deserves a like, that deserves a follow. Make sure you're following, you're subscribed, sharing this out, leaving some comments. It's going to help me out so I can keep on making these videos and just put more and more good content out for people to help you guys right now. Okay, let's get to it. Now, should you count your macros? Why or why not? So I know a lot of people are so caught up in, well, I got to get my macros. It's 35% protein, 45% carbs, and 25% fats. Yeah, that's a good place to start. Now, a lot of my programs, when I'm first starting with people, I don't tell them to count macros. I give them exactly what they need as far as proportions and ounces, how much they need to eat. I don't tell them to worry too much about macros, because what I find is people get so stressed out about the macros. Like, oh my God, I'm 2 grams of protein short today, or I ate 36 more carbs than I was supposed to, or oh my God, I didn't have any fat, oh, I'm ruined. And when people get all upset, they go way off course and they say, well, I'm just going to start next week. Next week's a new week, and I'm going to start then. Like, everything they did was just a complete waste. So rather than actually tell people and get them all stressed out, you have to eat exactly this many grams of protein, carbs, and fats, I give you a general idea. Now, if you don't follow the program to the actual, nth degree, that's okay. The closer you follow it, the better results you're going to get. But at least you have a blueprint to stay on track, and you know what you're doing, you know where you're going. You're not so freaking stressed out about exactly how much to eat. I'll address more about this in another video, but for now, trust me on this and just do it. Next point. Does timing matter? Yes, timing does matter. So you have 24 hours in a day, and this actually leads into my next point before I get into the actual meal prep example. You have 24 hours in a day. Now, I have been a fireman for almost 2 decades, and I can tell you that my schedule is completely screwed up, right? Now, I'm not bragging when I say this, so humbly, thank you, Jesus. I've been able to compete for the last 9 going on 10 years. I've been an IFBB pro for the last 4 years in men's physique, and I've won multiple competitions. I've lost a lot too in the beginning when I started. It can happen. It's part of the learning process and the experience, but I've been very blessed to be and do very well in the sport. Actually, as I get older and as I mature, it's pretty freaking cool. Now, I bring it up because with my schedule, the old way I used to think you had to eat was you have to eat every 3 hours. And there are all these reasons why you had to eat every 3 hours. Is it optimal if you're trying to build lean muscle mass in your competitor? Yes, timing does matter in that regard, in that respect. And I can go into a lot more details about that, but I want to keep this short and simple for you guys just starting out. So, for the lack of a better explanation, you have 24 hours in a day. Within those 24 hours, all you have to do is make sure you get in your calories, your meal plan, follow the meal plan, make sure you're eating and drinking when you're supposed to, make sure you get your workout in, and make sure you get some sleep. That's it. You guys, this is the formula that I follow even now as a pro, and I still get phenomenal results. Thank you. Thank you, God. I'm very grateful for that. Now, I say this because people's schedules are all over the place. It's really difficult for a lot of people to time it out, eat 3 hours every single day, unless that's all they really do or their job allows it. Most of the people I talk to, probably 75% or more, don't have that kind of luxury. So I'm telling you to let go of that bondage of an idea. It has to be every 3 hours and be perfect, or you're not going to get the results that you want. You got 24 hours, and I just dropped my notes. Let me pick those up. Okay, got it. You got 24 hours in a day. Just make sure within that 24 hours you follow the meal plan to some extent. It could be 2 hours apart. It could be 6 hours apart. Make sure you get some sleep. Make sure you're drinking enough water, taking your supplements, and it's going to make life a whole lot easier. Your body is so smart. Your body is so freaking adaptive that no matter what you do, it's going to find a way to perform at its best. So if you have good fuel going into your body, if you're working and exercising your body in a good manner, in a good way, and if you're giving your body, enough time to sleep, or at least 6 hours, if you can, you're going to be on a really fast track to success. People can argue with me on this, and that's fine. I invite you guys to come on there, leave your comments. You can challenge me. That's all right. But for the last, 10 years, this is how I've lived my life, working around a crazy 24-hour on, 48-hour off schedule as a fireman, and being married and having kids, traveling, growing a business. I'm busy. So I can tell you it's just not going to look like perfection all the time. And the fact that I can let go of that and still get really good results should be extremely freeing for you guys. All right? Yeah. Thumbs up. Smash that like button if you haven't. Let's keep on going. So what does a full day of eating look like? Now, here we go. Meal one. Let's do it like this. You can have 1 cup of oats, a half cup of strawberries, 1 cup of egg whites with 4 ounces of OJ. What are you talking about, egg whites and OJ? Here's what I usually do because I'm short on time. I will take liquid egg whites, or you can buy Egg Whites International. You can get Muscle Egg. They're flavored. I'll take your plain liquid carton egg whites from the grocery store. I pour 8 ounces into a cup. Then I get some low sugar, half the sugar OJ, 4 ounces of that. So I've got 8 ounces of liquid egg whites, 4 ounces of OJ, and now it's like I'm drinking, orange juice flavored egg whites. It might kind of sound gross or disgusting. Mix it with cranberry juice, mix it with any type of a low sugar or low calorie beverage, and it's going to mask that taste of the saltwater-ish egg whites, and you can just drink them down. Now, if you have enough time and you can cook them every single morning, go ahead and cook them. You can throw them in a microwave and just hit start and cook them in a pan or a bowl and eat them out like that. But that's just one of the things that I do, to be more clear. So you got oats, you got your strawberries, you got your eggs, and then boom, there you go. Throw in 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter, no hydrogenated oils, none, never, ever. Seriously, hear me on that. No hydrogenated oils ever. If you can, get the peanut butter. Nuts and More is a protein-enhanced peanut butter brand, or you can get just the natural peanut butter. It's got the oil and crap on top. You open it up and you got to stir it, and the stuff gets everywhere. It's a mess. Pain in the butt, but it's going to be the best stuff. It's going to be the healthiest stuff, and it's going to be the healthiest fat compared to the garbage fat, i.e. hydrogenated oils, you want to totally avoid and stay away from. Okay, you guys, meal number 2. 7 ounces of chicken breast, 8 ounces of jasmine rice, and 2 to 3 ounces of veggies. The only requirement I tell you with veggies to stay away from is corn and peas, because they're generally a little bit higher in sugar, and corn for a lot of people messes up their stomach, plus a lot of it, most of it, is genetically modified. So if you're into that type of thing, okay, cool. If you're not, I get it. I usually recommend like asparagus, which is actually an anti-diuretic. It's high in fiber and sulfur, which is really good for your body. Green beans, broccoli for some people, although it can make you extremely gassy, trust me, I know. Or cucumber. Those are the things I usually recommend. You can even just take a big handful of spinach and shove it in your mouth if you're short on time. Boom, done. There you go. I always tell people too, if you want to season your foods, there's so many things you can season and flavor your food with, but my go-to is always either going to be pink Himalayan salt or sea salt, never table salt. I stay away from table salt, okay? A lot of reasons why, but the pink Himalayan salt is going to be tasting good. It's not going to be, it's a lot harder to overdo it, and it shouldn't affect blood pressure and other issues. If you have them, if you don't, okay, fine, I get it, but just trust me, it's a healthier thing to do. It's a mineralized salt. It's from the earth. It's not processed. Trust me on that, it's a good thing to do. Meal number 3, we're gonna do a quick mass shake. Now, I don't normally throw out what brands to use, and this is, I'm not getting paid for this or no endorsements here, but I'm gonna tell you that ALLMAX Quick Mass, Q-U-I-C-K-M-A-S-S, Quick Mass by ALLMAX is probably one of the best weight gaining protein shakes out there in the market. It will say 4 scoops equals 1 serving. I generally do 2 to 3 because 4 scoops is a freaking lot, and you'll see what I mean when you see the macros on the actual container. Any flavor is good. It's probably the one that's going to have the best sources of carbs. It's got vitamins, minerals, it's got some creatine, it's got protein. It's not loaded with sugar, and it's probably one of the better tasting ones too. So Quick Mass by ALLMAX, that'll be meal number 3. Meal number 4, 7 ounces of sirloin with 6 ounces of sweet potato mash and 2 to 3 ounces of veggies. So if you guys notice at this point, I'm really mixing up the meals. I'm not telling you to eat the same stuff all day, every single day. I mean, you're going to be eating a lot of the same things, for a period going on, but at least you have some variety here, so it's not like every single meal is the same. You guys, in the past, I had a diet where I had Uncle Ben's white rice, boxed rice, okay, boiled with no flavor, chicken breast, baked, nothing on it, no flavor, and frozen green beans just cooked in the microwave. That was my meal 6 times a day for 3 months. I cannot believe I actually followed that. It was horrible. And that was one of those times in my life where I said, look, if this is what it takes, screw it, I'm out, I've got to find another way. And that's exactly what I did. So what I'm telling you guys, this is based on almost 2 decades of research from working with the top coaches and fitness gurus, doing these things myself, working with hundreds, if not thousands of clients. I know what I'm talking about here, and I say that respectfully, but this stuff works, and it does not have to be boring or bland because no one's going to follow that kind of a diet. I sure as heck won't, and I don't expect you to either. All right, guys, meal number 5, 1 whole egg, 6 egg whites. You can make it into an omelet. This time I'm telling you to cook it. If you need to just drink it again, you can. Get some hard-boiled eggs, you can. However you want to do it, it's going to be up to you. 2 tablespoons of salsa, and then do 1/4 cup of cream of rice with about a little bit of cinnamon to taste. And the cinnamon is going to be a good thing to kind of help, it's going to have a good impact on your glucose sugar levels. And, this way you're having carbs and protein and some fats before you go to bed at night. And people are like, oh my God, you can't do that. Look, yes, you can, no problem. But you really want to have a good balance all throughout the day. Now remember, this video, we're talking about meal prepping for muscle. So building muscle mass. Now I'm also not giving you a plan where you're going to get completely huge and out of your mind. This right now, anybody who's around like 175 to 180 pounds, that ballpark, this would be a great meal plan for you to follow. And if you stick with it consistently, I think I got that right that time, right? And you drink a lot of water, I recommend at least a gallon, if not to a gallon and a half of water per day. And you're going to see a tremendous change in your body and overall physique. So for some people, this meal prepping is like, complete science, totally drawn out. And yes, I can go into all that type of stuff, but I want to give you guys something that's going to be really simple and easy to just digest mentally, implement, and do. So all these things, you guys, okay, so the eggs and things, you can drink or cook them on the day. It's really pretty simple, pretty quick, especially if you can drink them or you have the microwave. The meats, you can always cook ahead of time, cook them a few days ahead of time, put them in the fridge, good to go. Same thing with the sweet potatoes, same thing with the rice and veggies. You can have everything cut up ahead of time. So really, the amount of time it takes to actually prep your meals can be very short in duration. If every single day you think you're going to wake up and cook every single meal from scratch moving forward, you're going to burn yourself out. You want to take steps the appropriate steps to make sure you have these meals prepared ahead of time, so when it comes time to eat, you're not cheating on your diet, you're not looking for something else to eat and making poor choices. And you guys, if you work like I do, pack your lunch, pack your dinner, pack your breakfast. I pack all of it because I work 24-hour shifts. I'm gone. I don't always work a 24-hour shift, but when I do, all my food I generally have with me. And if I do need something, okay, well, I have a plan that I'm following. I can go out to the store and I can find something and choose a healthy alternative. So, all right, guys, what did we learn in this video? We talked about caloric surplus. We talked about should you count your macro. We talked about timing, and we talked about the 24-hour golden rule. Then I gave you guys a 5-meal plan to show you what a muscle prep, what a meal prep for muscle would look like, so you guys can actually go out and start doing some of these things right now. So throughout this video, I'm going to make sure all the words pop up in the screen so you know exactly what everything is. I'll put this in the description down below, and that's it, guys. We should be good. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching this video. And for those of you who didn't notice, yes, my first video, and I'm wearing a hat. What? Oh yeah. Switching it up, making it a little bit different. But hey, guys, thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate it. If these videos help you, let me know down below in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. I really do. Any questions, also let me know down in the comments. Smash the like button, share this out, tell family, tell friends, tell your bros, and hey, I got your back. I am here to give you valuable knowledge you can use right now to become the best version of yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, peace. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.